Well, with us now, the AFC Wimbledon assistant manager Glyn Hodges. What's been the response since they've come in this morning?
Good. I mean, we do the review of it. We've gone through that, and lots of good play. I think it was the first 15 minutes we've scored at the post, and obviously Michael disappointed with a chance he had with a header. So, another day, a little bit of luck that the ricochet goes in off a waggy, and you 2-0 up and got more of a foothold in the game. But the effort that the boys showed, and we've clipped it, and it's exactly what we need. Now we just need probably a bit more quality on about having. I'm trying to think of the word we said. It's just trying making sure that we're keeping the ball better. We're not unforced errors. That's it, unforced errors. We're trying to make sure that we knock them down so we can play a bit more. And the message is not to get too nervous and tense. And I think that's key. And if we just keep doing, something's got to turn.
We grabbed a few words with the captain after the game, Will Nightingale. Very emotive response from him. Are you sensing that from the players as well, to want to go out there and iron these sort of matters out?
Yeah, well, I mean, straight away when the whistle goes, I went on the pitch and spoke to every single one of them, and I just said, get your head up, look, it's a big game on Saturday again. He didn't deserve that, just trying to get him in the right frame of mind. Now, they're going to be hurting, we're all hurting, and including the fans, but I think the fans that went will stay till the end and clapped us off so they could understand the effort that was put in on the evening. Now, I think the home games, we've had 3 home games we've drawn, could have easily ended up having 9 points. So again, we've got an opportunity to get the first win on the board.
Bristol Rovers mid-table, but they've been in good form recently. What kind of game are we expecting on Saturday?
Well, I think whatever game we make it, we'll take the game to them. We want to make sure we start positive and put Tuesday night out of our mind and do what we've been doing at home. I think the first half, the last game, we could have possibly maybe had a penalty claim or whatever, bits and pieces. But I thought we did well. Now there's a couple of things we need to iron out second half, and it's just again, I just think it's a state of mind, and it's only us can put it right, and the players know that, and we'll be doing utmost with a great effort and a great chance on Saturday.
A few Dons fans have picked up on social media, somebody you know very well, give a very balanced review of the situation, Kevin Gage.
Yeah.
Can you relate to those kind of experiences yourself as being one of those players that were coming up through the divisions and the ups and downs of life?
Yeah, I think anyone involved in football, if they're lucky enough not to be involved in a relegation scrap or have had relegation on their CV, but it's not going to kill you. It makes it's something that you learn from, and something that I've learned from, and something you don't want. But we've had a bit between our teeth last year, made sure it didn't happen, and looking forward now, I've seen signs. I'm sure we've seen signs that there's a team in there just needs a bit of confidence and a bit of spark that can easily go on a run to get us out of where we are. But again, it's down to us to keep working hard and put it right.
From a coaching perspective, you work with some very good players at the top end of the game as well. Can you pick up any sort of examples or characteristics of players that have really dug in and shown in these kind of situations that you could highlight to the lads?
Well, I mean, the best example is here. This is the best example I've had. I mean, last year, down and out, and to do what we did with this group of players, and that was every single one. And if there wasn't in the team, they were pulling in the right direction. So you've been at teams where you've had wrongers, where people who were down tools, people who didn't want to play, people who didn't want to train and wouldn't put their all in for the team and for the club. But this group here have shown that in abundance. So that's another thing that fills you with confidence. So this is probably the best example I've had in all my years.
And that dynamic between yourself, Wally and Vaughan as well. I mean, away from here, of course, you are good mates, you're ex-teammates, but having witnessed it a little bit myself from sort of around the training ground, when you get down to the job here, it is about professionalism, and everybody knows the jobs they've got to do, don't they?
Yeah, we've got to make sure there's no grey areas. We've got to make sure everyone knows their job. We work on that. We put some of them through a harder session today, so that everyone's available for Saturdays, depending on what team Gaffer wants to pick. But it's doing the work and making sure that they know what's required, and the effort is there. The chances have been there. It's just taking them and just having that, maybe a little bit of luck, but having something to bounce for us, something that goes with us. That's all it needs.
Which does lead us into the team news. Anthony Wordsworth, any update on that?
Yeah, he's worked hard today. It was one of the reasons why we probably had a harder session today. He's come through that okay. So there was the squad players from Tuesday night, and a few of the young kids joined in to make the session an enjoyable one and a hard-working one. So Friday, we'll know tomorrow morning. We'll have a head count, and hopefully Woody's in the frame.
Is that the key thing with him? There's being a difference between being fit and being match fit.
Oh, yeah, it's definite. Yeah, I mean, he's missed. I think it was the Bournemouth game in La Manga, then he hasn't trained or kicked a ball since. Well, he has. He's doing bits and pieces, but he's been with the group probably on it a handful of times. So it's a big step up, but he's a big player, and you need everybody. You need everybody ready at hand to play.
How important is it having that kind of spine of the team in a regular situation? Because obviously Trotty in goal, he's been away on international duty, he's been injured. Will as well has just come back in. Woody you haven't had. Force has come into the team. Is that important?
Well, it is, I suppose. But then you look at it the other way. People have come in and had an opportunity to take a claim in the team. So we've had the game against Brighton, and that was a big change, 2 changes, and say, well, come on in. This is your opportunity to play on the Saturday in Division 1. So while you get that, it's not ideal, but we should have enough. We should have enough in here that hopefully you don't miss them too much. But a settled team and a team that knows what they're doing is much it will be beneficial.
So the first team regulars apart from Rod, nobody else probably absent for Saturday.
It looks like that at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. And just finally as well, obviously you've been to Bristol Rovers in the past. We've seen you there scouting before you even got the assistant manager's job at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Very passionate bunch of fans.
Yeah.
They'll travel in numbers. What role can our fans play yet again, getting behind the boys this Saturday?
Well, I think our fans have been great. I mean, I think the last home game, obviously, the referee was the brunt of it because we could have had a definite penalty and a couple of handballs that could have gone our way. So they've been great. I think the fans have way appreciated the effort we're doing. I think the boys need to make sure that if they put the effort in and they're hunting and they're working hard, then they're with us, and we've seen that. So while it'll be a tough game, it's one that we're all looking forward to.
Glenn, best of luck.
Okay, cheers.